Shall we? Yeah, we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes and we will start. Already it's 1:36. Already crossed 6 minutes. But we can't wait for longer time, but let's see. Shall we?
Sir, you can start, sir.
Yeah, we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes and we will start.
Okay.
Already it's 1:36. Already crossed 6
I
can start, sir?
Start, sir.
Okay, then fine. We can't wait for longer time, but let's. Sir, it's echoing. I don't know why. I am hearing my voice only again. Okay. I think, yes. I think its problem is solved now, I think. Right? Are you still listening twice?
No, sir. Now it's clear, sir.
Yeah, the voice is clear, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll start class where we left in the last class. We are in the 6th unit. The last topic, we started with the 6th unit, and we will try to cover the next units. Whatever we can cover today, we'll try to do that. Yeah, in the last class, we started with this, and we started with the data collection. In that, we have seen what is data collection, what is editing of data, coding, classification, tabulation, seriation, and the basic concepts, the problem of open-end classes, the concept of the midpoint, and the cumulative frequency distribution, and concepts of data and information. And we started just the sources of data. I think that also we completed. Methods of collecting data. I think we will complete the remaining few things quickly. Yeah, 6.111. Right. See, generally after these things about the data and this, we need to keep in our mind before collecting the data, how the data will come. That is why I think we need to learn what are the types of data we have and how those data will be distributed. So if we won't understand how the data is coming, or in other words, how we need to keep our data. See, the basic thing about here is that the theoretical concepts we are converting into the numbers, and on the numbers we are doing the analysis part. We are getting results based on that particular numbers. Again, based on the particular number, we are applying the result to the theoretical part, right? Whatever say, mainly our questions are mostly the theoretical things. Theoretical means in the sense like it will be like, I think, what is the satisfaction level of a student, right? What is the customer satisfaction towards that particular service, towards that particular product, right? Whether which product is preferred when compared to some X product. When we are doing something, these are all the questions theoretical. We are not seeing any numbers in that particular question. How satisfied means, I can say 2 satisfied, 3 persons. Somehow we need to convert the satisfaction levels into some numbers. I'm asking like up to 1 to 10, what is your satisfaction level? When we go to shopping and this, if you're going with your family members or anyone with your friends, let us say you're buying a shirt for them or buying some clothes for them. You're asking, how is this? I'm showing some piece of cloth and telling, that's good. Will you understand his idea in that when he says good? Hello? Are you all there? Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you understand his thought when he say his or her thought when he says good? What is the best way of understanding whether he is satisfied with that particular product or not? You want to buy a shirt to your friend, let us say. And the friend has the freedom of taking whatever shirt he wants. You picked up one shirt and showing him whether you like this or not. And he said, good. Did you understand his full intention there? Hello?
No, sir, he did not talk about his the color, the design, size,
Okay.
nothing.
So whatever,
He
there are
simply
many
said yes.
aspects in that. In one line, we want to know that whether he liked that product or not. He said good. In that one good, we may not understand. I will ask the same way in this way. Let us say I'm buying something for, who is responding now? Sunita, right? Is it Sunita you're talking? Is it Sunita or someone who responded now?
Deepa.
Deepa, yeah. I'm just giving a gift to Deepa. She has the freedom of taking any cloth. I showed something. She said good. And if I want to know her intention, how much she's satisfied with that particular gift or something, whatever I'm giving, I need to ask in a different way. Let us say, Deepa, I'm telling you, 1 to 5. Tell me how satisfied with this book. Let us say 1 is the least, 5 is the highest. And if she said 3, then I will understand that, oh, 3 means she is not fully happy, not this one. She said 4, I can assume that, okay, 90% she is happy. And if she said 5, wow. Then there is there is no limit beyond this, but she is 100% happy. See, this is my, why I'm telling is, if she said 5 means, with that 5, I can analysis, I can say, okay, 5 is my ultimate thing, full satisfaction, 5 I have given. That means with 5, I can say that 100% she is satisfied with the product. You know what I'm trying to say? See, by keeping those numbers in that mind, how the number will come, how my output will come, we need to think about this data. That is why we have seen data. Now, after seeing the data and the class limit and all that stuff, now let's go into the primary and the secondary data. Already I gave you a few introduction about that. Today we will be seeing that in a yeah, already we have seen the difference between this primary and secondary data. Now, methods of collecting primary data. This is very important thing. Primary data. Can anyone tell in a one-line answers? Primary data, quickly. Don't waste my time. We should cover more things
Any
today.
data which is
readily available, sir.
Again, first Deepa, next, yeah, Sunita, please carry on.
So data which is readily available.
Which is readily available. Deepa, you're telling something? You're also telling the same? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. See, in other words, readily available means even the secondary data also will be readily available. You cannot, I mean, that may be the right answer, but may not the accurate answer. See, the fresh data or the first-hand data, that is the primary data. Fresh data, first-hand data, which never collected before. You need to think in that way. Fresh data. I'm asking directly, let us say Deepa and Sunita are there. Okay. And the gift which I gave to Deepa, let us say Sunita is trying to know the information. Deepa, are you happy with the gift which is given by Royce? And she said, good. Let us say she made a statement that, okay, Deepa is happy with the gift. Write a statement, right? And someone is, doing some research. I'm just giving a normal example. Like already Sunita collected the data. She is already collected the data and she has written in her some article somewhere or some book. She already written, already taken opinion and this. Now with the same question or in the same research, if I am coming and if I want to know whether the students are happy with the gifts or not, one sample size is, let us say Deepa, then, and already Sunita collected the information. If I am using that information which already Sunita collected, then that is the secondary data. If I'm completely directly going to the Deepa and taking the first-hand information, that is the primary data. Now you need to understand, Sunita already collected and kept it aside. See, the data is collected in the first time. When in Sunita's case, it is primary data. If I am taking Sunita's data and if I am using that particular information that Deepa is satisfied with the gift, that is secondary data that you need to understand. And another important thing is that primary data is directly will collect from the customer or from the respondent. Secondary data is we may not understand who collected the data, but we can use that particular data, which is already available data. This is another thing. First-hand data is the primary data. Already available data is the secondary data. Please remember these two words. Based on these things, remaining all the things will be, we will discuss more about that. Now, direct personal interview. This is the first and very, very, what should I say? very accurate way of collecting the things. I am directly going to Deepa and talking to her, taking the opinion and writing down somewhere. Some people will take videos also while the respondent is telling. That should be the proof. I cannot tell that someone is who are the other participants here. Mahendra is there, Kalyan is there. Okay. There Mahendra said like she's and Mahendra is okay with that particular gift which given by Roy sir. How you know that? Did Mahendra told you? What is the proof? Right? You may tell that I interviewed, but what is the proof? This is very important thing. When you are doing some collection the data, there must be some proof. Maybe it should be good because we have some multimedias and things. Better we record that and keep it aside so that we can show the proof that I have interviewed Mahendra and I got the information from him. Unless you do or unless you keep such kind of information with you, people may not believe that. The results that you are doing out of the research, it may not be relevant. Right? Some people now these days we know that opinion poll, people will tell that. Of course, it will be publicly live, and we don't know who is filling this, right? If let us say who will win, some X party or Y party. Opinion poll I sent. Let us say I love X party and I don't like Y party. I will tell the people to fill XSS. I have, let us say, I have 100 accounts. With that, my 100 accounts, I will log in and keep XSS. We don't know that. If you know the personal thing, this is why this is so effective in that face-to-face contact with the person from whom the information is to be obtained, known as the informants under this method. Okay, I'm not going into the details. I'm just giving the brief of it. These are the merits directly. You can get that. There were some demerits. Chance of getting inaccurate results also is there, because if that person doesn't have the knowledge, that will be a problem. The huge funds and time is involved in collection of data, because person to person, let us say you want to know the opinion from Maharashtra and all these states, let us say within the country, you need to travel there, you need to take the appointment. If there are some VIPs are there, if you need to collect, you need to arrange few things to them to do the interview part, etc. There is a chance of personal bias in the selection and collection of data. This is the thing. I love X party, and I will go to the people who loves X party and interview, whether you like X party or Y party. Definitely, if I go to the people who likes X party, they will say yes only. Investigator needs to possess special quality like tactfulness, courage, courtesy in collection of the data. Okay, next one, indirect personal interview. It is called indirect or interviews investigation. Collects the information from the third party people who have the information knowledge about the problem under the study. Third party information, not from the direct people. We will take this, right? This is adopted by the government committees, people's opinion, people's idea. They will collect from that. Okay, there are some demerits, merits and demerits are there. Next, information through correspondence. This is what information through the local agents are appointed in different parts of the area under the investigation. These local agents are called the correspondents. They'll collect the information, pass it on the investigator from time to time. Mediators that you will tell them, hello, please go and collect the data. And they will do that. If you can't go, you can go through the correspondence. Next one, questionnaire method. Now, this is a and I can say that this is very effective method that many people are using now. You prepare a questions 1, 2, 3, 4, whether you're happy with Roy sir gift or not. Overall satisfaction. Whether you like the color of that gift or not. Whether we should not ask any questions for the gift. Gift means gift, but I'm just giving example. Like the color or not. You like the weight or not. You like the price or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Questions. What you want to get from that particular correspond, you in terms of questions, you need to prepare it, and we can get it. It is used to, and this is one of the very, very good advantages. Large area. If you want to do the investigation research within India, or send the questionnaire through the emails or WhatsApp or whatever, however you want to send them. You can reach to the nations and many countries as well. This is questionnaire method. This is questionnaire sent through the enumerators. This is also called the scheduled method. What is this? List of questions for which answers are sought from the correspondence but is filled by the investigator. This is also used to collect the data from the literates and also illiterates through the enumerators. This one. Research institutes and governments where the correspondents are literates and illiterates, the appointments of enumerators required under this method. This is very important. And the enumerators fill the answers to questions in their own handwriting in the schedule. They need to fill with their own handwriting. Next one. The difference between the questionnaire method and is that the former is filled by the informants or the form actually. But in the later enumerators records fill it and answers given by the informants in it. This is the thing, right? Adopted to collect the data from the illiterates also. Let us say I go there. I want to know the opinion of an illiterate person. I will talk to that particular illiterate person who can't, read or write. I will talk to them. I will record it and I will send to you. You got it? That's the thing. Now, questionnaire and schedule. This is important. Device to respond. It is a device prepared to secure answers to a list of questions by using a form. A device for obtaining answers to the enumerator. This is the thing. If I'm using laptop or anything, I will use this laptop to obtain the information from them. Administer. Who will administer? Literate population. Only I can do that because they can read and they can answer. But to get the information from, of course, both literate and illiterate, we can do that. Illiterate. Anyway, for literate people, educated people, we can send a questionnaire. For illiterates, better we can use the scope and cost factor. The post to the cover, large area, we can cover this. Limited and it requires huge cost because paid agents are involved in the data collection. Right? Those people has to interview, collect the data. No, that is why they will report. Next, who will fill it? The respondents fill it, the enumerators fill it. Skill. The preparation of the questionnaire requires special knowledge, common sense and experience. The trained and experienced staff is required to obtain the answer from the respondents. Drafting the questionnaire. How to draft a questionnaire? The following font should be kept in mind while drafting a questionnaire. The questionnaire should not be too lengthy. The questions in the question should be arranged in proper sequence. The number of questions must be kept in minimum. You should not write too many questions in that. Irrelevant questions should be avoided. Questions should be free from the personal bias. Involving the mathematical calculation should be avoided. The questionnaire must be self-explanatory. And the decent paper is used to print the questionnaire. These days, no one is using the prints, but people are sending. Okay, having the minimum writing work in choosing the works. Questionnaire should contain the covering letter with the following necessary points. One is a request for cooperation should be made, an assurance that the information supplied will be kept secret. These things, in few things, you need to write few very important things that this will be confidential, that should be kept calm, etc., etc., etc. Next one, pre-testing of a questionnaire. How to test a questionnaire? Now, I need to always advise that before questionnaire is finalized, it must be pre-tested. A sample is chosen from the relevant universe. Questionnaire is tested on that. The type of response can be known. If it is known also, that will be that. Realize that few questions require more explanation. So if I send the questionnaire before I am sending to the large public to you, you can identify that, sir, I feel bit discomfort in answering this question. Sir, I feel that this is not a question at all. You are asking, you are making a statement, etc. Right? Designing a questionnaire. See this? Study on CSR, beneficiary of X bank and Y bank. CSR, what is full form of CSR?
Corporate social responsibility, sir.
Wonderful. Corporate social responsibility. Right? Yeah. Then these are the demographic variables: age, gender, education qualification, from which bank you are receiving the funds under CSR, by B, and how long you are beneficial. You are heard of CSR through the channel. All these things. Protection of environment, all these activities. Write here, send about, tick, 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 and any suggestions, you will write it. Good. Now, editing the primary data. Data obtained, the primary data, next step is the statistical investigation to edit the data. That is to scrutinize the same. It is to detect possible errors and irregularities. Okay, and data should be complete, the data should be consistent, the data should be accurate. Editing of the homogeneity. The editor should check all the questions for uniformity, whether you are getting the answers properly or not. Now, very important thing. See, we have seen till now primary data. Tell me, anyone can tell me what are the ways to get the primary data? First one, quickly, before going to the source of secondary data. Come on. All right. It's the first one. How you'll get the primary data? Excuse me. Are you all there? Hello. Or at least tell one, na? Am I audible, ma?
The questionnaire method.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please tell me. Questionnaire method. Who said that? Thank you. What else?
Sunita, sir.
Sunita. Thank you, Sunita. Questionnaire. After that. People are listening or? Oh, this is so bad. First one, interviews, right? Direct interviews, indirect interviews, questionnaires, schedules. These are the very important things, right? At least these four you should remember. People are not responding. Very bad. I think people are sleepy or eating. I don't know. Next, sources of secondary data. Let's see this. Yeah, one is called the published data. Before going to understand this, we need to understand certain situation. It is not possible to collect the data basis of the primary sources for the want of resource in terms of money, time, and etc. This is the thing. Secondary data used to collect the data, which data generally available in magazines, journals, and bulletins. Hello, please. Magazines, journals, and bulletins. We need to understand. The secondary data, it will mainly be classified into two categories. One is published data. Second one is unpublished data. What is published data and unpublished data? Any answer quickly?
Any publications, sir, like newspaper, in magazines?
Yeah, published. That means which is already approved, which is already, given, sent to the people to read it. Now let's see that. What is published data here? There's internal publications which report from time to time regarding academic matters, which are great significant. Example, annual reports, right? Balance of payments, right? Published by MF. Annual reports of international labor, IBRD. Official publications of central and state governments, right? This is the thing. Yeah. Committee reports, right? Some committee went to investigate the things and they gave a report. Take it. Newspapers and magazine, which is published in a newspapers and which is in the magazine. Individual research scholars. People already did a lot of research and they already, published in that. We need to understand, right? Research scholars. Next one, what is unpublished data, which are like, from someone, but which is not published, they're taken for other person. Well, they are known as unpublished data. Reports of trade unions, cooperative societies, reports prepared by private innovation like electronic sources, website, internet, etc. We can already take. They may not published it, but they may kept in their website for or to use that. Precautions in using the use of secondary data. Investigation must be sure the data is suitable for the purpose. The data should be tested for adequacy. It is very difficult to find out whether the secondary is reliable or not. The following is reputation of the source, enumeration. See, you cannot take whatever the data is available in internet. Okay. And here the data which is collected systematically. Okay. And the data which is properly edited and tabulated. Very important to understand. Okay. This is about that. That is primary data, secondary data, questionnaire, interview, investigation, correspondence, survey, sampling frame. We understood. Now let's go to measures of central tendency. Here we are going to understand the mathematical properties of arithmetic mean, weighted arithmetic mean, median, and the mode, and the determination of the mode graphically, etc. Let's see that. Now, the most important purpose of the statistical analysis is to get one single value that describes the characteristics of the entire mass of data. This is the thing. Such a value is called the central value or an average. Let us say there are 30 students in a class. Are you all listening? Can I hear yes, no?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
we are here.
So
Very
I'm posting in the chat, sir.
Yeah, why posting, ma? People are not listening, huh?
Sir, no, not like that, sir. Internet problem. So sometimes I'm not able to.
Is it? They're not able to hear or what?
Oh, so what she means to say is she couldn't respond immediately, so she is giving a text message.
You are giving response. Okay, good. Thank you, Deepma. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right, good. Thank you. See this. This is very important to understand. See, ma, when you are understanding this, please don't understand this as a kind of, a concept that you need to by heart. See, the problem from our childhood is that we are grown in such a way, or we taught like that. The concept is there, you by heart this. No, not the concept by hearting. The application people are trying to make us to by heart, which I doesn't like that. When the question which comes in a different way, not only for your exam point of view, I'm just telling general, in a different way, when it is coming in a different way, people are not able to understand the concept properly. That is the problem with the industry. And here, you are learning the theories here. When it is going to the industry, when the industry people are asking us to think in a different way, we are not able to understand because we by-hearted the application, but we forgot the theoretical aspects. Okay, like whatever. Yeah, I don't have more classes to give some motivation speeches, but let us say some. Please try to understand the concept. When you are trying to understand, see why we have allotted one class for central tendency. We need to understand what is the weight or what is the use of that. The reason is that, when we are trying to understand this part, we are trying to understand when I collected the information from, let us say there are 100 people are there. I'm collecting the marks of 100 students of mathematics marks. Okay, someone said 90, 80, 70, 50. That is for 100 people. I got 100 people. If I want to know what is the average marks that class got, how I will understand? Hello? See, we will tell that, sir. Yes, ma'am.
So we have to first collect the data, and we should add all the things, whatever we got the information, like data has to be added, and then average formula, like on an average, we have to apply the formula and we'll get what is the on an average we got it. This
Very simple. Let us say, yeah, we have just in our class, we have, how many people are there? 9 minus one is host and I'm co-host. 7 people are there. Okay, I'm asking the mathematics marks of all of you, or quantitative analysis marks. Someone said this. What is the average marks of the 7 people? Let us say only the class has only 7 people. Sir, if I want to tell mathematics, good, average, very good. What is the way of telling? When I take the average of all the marks, let us say out of 50, some people got 45, 47, 46, 48, 50, again 44. You collect all the information, 45 plus 6, like 7 numbers are there, divided by 7. You will get, let us say, some 40 or this. You can tell that the average marks in this particular quantitative analysis class is 45. You are not telling particularly about Deepa's marks or, Sunita marks or Abhiram marks or Mahinder marks. I am telling the overall view about my class. What is the best way is that average. That is why average or mean has a lot of importance in the statistics. And many of the answers are, roam around that particular value only. Yeah. Because you are telling one value, one single value. I don't want all the marks, man, in the class. How I will understand 7 people marks? You tell me one value. What is the... You tell me in one word about this particular class. Mathematics, how are they? Sir, average marks out of 50 in this class is 45 marks. Now you tell me whether they are good or not. You decide. Only they are 5 marks away from the complete value. Now, when I take Sunita's mark, listen to this carefully. Please try to concentrate here. I taken Sunita's marks here. Sunita is having, let us say, 42 marks. Average marks of the class is 45. Now, when I am talking about, tell me about Sunita's status among these 7 people. I need to compare. Sunita is 3 marks away from the average marks of this whole class. That is called some kind of concept called the standard deviation. How far an individual is deviated or far from the average marks. Okay, in the next topics, we'll try to understand. Please keep this back up in your mind and try to understand. That is why the central value or an average is so and very important, because the single value that describes the characteristics of the entire mass of the data is very important. Right? Right. Now, such a value is called the central value or an average. The measure of central tendency is to describe the central value of the data, or the most typical value which should be represented the data. Now, definitions, average is to attempt to find out single figure to describe the whole figure. This is beautiful definition. Lunchow, an average is typical value, sense that it is sometimes employed to represent all the individual values in the series of value. This is also a beautiful definition. Bowley, averages are statistical constants which enable us to comprehend in a single effort the significance of the whole. See this beautiful word? I can tell the significance of the whole data about the average. Now, the objectives of the average is single value to describe characteristics. An average gives us the simple and brief description. Average helps to formulate the policies to develop either economy or this. Average also helps to further algebraic treatment in strategy. That we will see that. Essentials of good average is very important. Average should be based on all the observation given in the distribution. This is important. All the observation. Second point, should be unduly affected the extreme value. Then average cannot be really typical to the entire group. This is the thing. For example, these are the things. What is the average value? How many are there? 10, 20, 30, 30 plus 25, 55, 55 plus 30, 85, 85 plus 35, 120, 120 plus 40, 160. Okay, this is the total sum. And then divided by 6. Why 6? We have 6 numbers. The average is 26.6. And other samples are this. 0, 10, then the total sum is this one divided by 8. The average comes to 145. Hence, it can't be called a good average as with only one new item. It has increased from 2667 to 145. If you take these numbers and that numbers, there is a problem with this. Are you understanding? There is somewhere this 1000 is added, and it is, completely disturbing our average figure. Somehow, by mistake, this 1000 is added to this, and average is affecting. Where is 26.67? Where is 145? That is why when you are telling an average, let us say I am out of 50 marks, I have told you about this 7 people, about you people. I am telling marks are 51, average marks. Okay, if I say that word, average are 50 marks. 1 second. Okay, and if that average number is so far from which are not, what should I say? The reality, we cannot tell that one. That is why this one. Let us see, out of 50 only you're telling, and someone said the average of this class is like 65 and this. Where is the, let us say if you take the total also, it is not at all relevant. Right? This should be, uncomparable, and we can't say yes or not to that. Okay, and it's easily to calculate. Simple formula is required for that. We know that number of respondents by total, what is that? Sum of respondents, not respondents, sum of numbers by total numbers. Right? If you take 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is the average of 5? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 divided by how many numbers are there? 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5 is equal to, that is the average. In Excel, in one click, you will get is equal to AVG, open the brackets, select how many numbers you want. If you want 1,000 numbers of average also, in one click, you will get it. Okay, we don't have any practical here, but I'm not telling that as we don't have it. Okay, next one. Average should be easy to calculate, simple to understand. Average should be capable of further algebraic treatment, etc. That we can understand that. Now, types of averages. This is very important. One is measures of central tendency, mathematical averages, arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, positional averages, median and mode, quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. Okay, in the median, we will try to get this quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. What are the mathematical averages here? AM, GM, HM. That we know that. Let us. What is arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean, the average is the most widely used measure to represent the entire data. We already described, we understand this. Let's know. For a layman, it is an average. For the statistician, it is an arithmetic mean. Very simple. Sir, what is arithmetic mean? What is average, sir? If people doesn't know what this one, a layman, you can say average, sir. And people who are studied this quantitative analysis for this one, quants should say AM, arithmetic means. Okay, that is it. Arithmetic means is obtained by adding all the terms distributed dividedly. This is the mean. Not again going into that, already we discussed. Next one, calculation of arithmetic mean, direct method. Sum of x means all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 5. Now, hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear, sir.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Yes, we can
You're
hear.
audible, sir. We can hear you. We can listen to you. You're audible, sir.
Hello, sir. Small submission, sir.
I think sir dropped due to some network issues.
Hello, sir. Small submission. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello, Mahinder. I think
sir.
sir dropped due to some network issues.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, some laptop got suddenly stuck. Can you, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, you're audible, sir. You're audible.
Yes. Sorry. Where is this share documents? Sorry, are you able to see my screen, ma?
So we can.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, extremely sorry. I didn't expect this here. Now to go to the page numbers 95. 114. Limits are over. Units of connection source. Questionnaire drafting is over. Yes, we are here. Yeah. Now, see this direct method, we know how to calculate this. Now for the indirect method. In indirect method, see how they are calculated. Where A stands for assumed mean. Okay, we are going for the illustration, right? Yes, here see this. This is the illustration 7.1. We know the direct method. You sum these numbers 30 plus 40 plus 45 59 divided by how many numbers are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6, like 10 numbers are there, divided by 10. 620 divided by 10. Directly you are getting this, right? Here draw. Right, this is you are getting. Next one. Now this by getting this 620 divided by 60 10, you will getting 60. That is it. Now coming to the indirect method. Now when you are taking this indirect method, you need to take this, see how see this paragraph where A stands assumed mean and dx means the summation of the deviations taken from the assumed mean, and n represent the total number. That we know that A is equal to the 60. That it will be, I should, yeah, better not to draw anything. Okay. The n represent the total number of deviations. Series A is equal to the 60 is there. Here we have taken that, And then after that, we are calculating sum of x. That means all the summation of 620. How much it is deviated? D of x is equal to mean from 60. 30 minus 60 minus 30. And then x minus a divided by the value c. Then when you will get this by 5, this minus 30 by the 5 6 minus 20 by 5 4 minus 15 by 5 3, like that you are getting this d of x, d of x this. And when you are getting d of x, summation of d of x is equal to 4. Now the mean is equal to a plus step deviation method. Here see a is equal to 60, sum of d of x is power 1 is equal to 4, we got it, and I is equal to 5 and n is equal to 7. So you substitute these values in the formula, then you will get mean is equal to capital A 60 plus sum of d of x power 1, that is 4, divided by 10 into 5 into 5, that is equal to 60 plus 5 by 60 plus 2 is equal to 62. Now let's see, so let's try to remember the formula here. Step deviation method. Here you see A stands for assumed mean. Sum of d of x stands for the summation of deviations taken from the assumed mean. Okay, we need to keep some assumed mean in our mind, 60, and you need to deviate, I mean subtract that value. Let us say we have first in the calculation value, here 30 is there, first value. Assumed mean is 60. I am just trying to subtract this 30 from the 60. 30 minus 60 minus 30. That is how this d of x is come. Right. And then the divided by the common factor taken from the assumed mean divided by the common factor, that is x minus a divided by I. What is x minus a? Capital X minus a divided by I. The common factor is the 5 here. I is equal to common factor and n stands for total number of observation in the thing. And you remember this formula, capital A plus sum of d of x over 1 divided by n into I. Capital N, say the new numbers are A, assumed mean, n we know that number of numbers, dx you will calculate by subtracting A minus the number, the number minus a, then you will get all these numbers. Step deviation method, you will get this number. Now, what are the discrete series? In the discrete series, you will get, one second.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma. Are you able to hear me?
Hear me, sir. Audible,
yes, sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, small. Hello. Sir,
Yes,
small
ma,
submission, sir. Small submission. In the semester exams, we will do the problems in the direct method, sir. And in the same way, till the important problems till the end of the session, sir.
Okay. Okay. Shall I skip the theoretical part here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Right. Now let's see the what I'll consider this suggestion. We'll do the important things instead of going to the each and every topic. Okay. Now the discrete series, it is discrete variable is called the discrete, refers to the characters which cannot be expressed in fractions or decimals. Okay, we cannot buy this fractions or decimals, and then we called as a discrete series. In that, here is the formula, you can check it. Arithmetic mean for the data. This is the things. Direct method, how you will get is summation f minus x, summation of f or n, then you will get it. Frequency you will get, product f of x is equal to s, this is equal to that. Indirect method, again you need to pull that. Capital X, the values that you have given, frequency you need to take, dx you need to take, f into dx you need to calculate, dx whole power n divided by I is the common factor, and you will get by the indirect method. Now, if you take the same average, when we have the different set of data, how it is calculated is important. Okay, that also you can understand by just going through the given notes. That is a continuous or exclusive series. If you take like that, Shall this, if you say this example, see this? This is continuous series. 0 to 10, 5, 10 to 10, 20 October 10, 20 to 30, sorry, that is not October, I think it's some value, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and X. Now see, this is the direct method. Frequency you calculate, mid value you calculate, product you calculate. Indirect method, dx you need to take, I you need to take the common factor, and the assumed mean also you need to take and apply this formula, you'll get it. Same, continuous series also, you will get some data. See, this is the continuous series. With that, direct method is there and indirect method is there. Direct method, directly use the values and calculate it. Indirect method, you take the, what should I say? Take the assumed mean, common factor, and get the substitute in the formula, you will get it. Next, cumulative series also, same. Cumulative series, this is the cumulative series, and you'll get the solution out of it. And in that cumulative series, again, direct method is, this is the example, and indirect method, this is the example. More than cumulative series, go through the these illustrations given here, then you will understand the things. Okay. Mathematical properties of the arithmetic mean. This also we need to understand clearly. The sum of deviations of the items from the arithmetic is always 0, because if you calculate this average minus mean, the sum of deviation then different set of data, this calculating part, these statements that you will understand, you no need to do the full process. Say there is an example, the sum of deviations of the items from the arithmetic mean is always 0. Calculated it, right? The average is 5 and the deviation x minus mean is -2, -1, and this sum deviations are given here, and the sum is 0. Okay, you need to understand that. Here also this, right, read out the statements, you will understand. There is another illustration here. The combined mean of 60, let us see this formula. The mean of 25 male workers in a factory is 60 centimeters. And the mean of 35 female workers in is 85. Find the combined mean of 60 workers in the factory. How will get it? Mean is 60. You know that for N1, mean M2 52, for N2 35. The combined mean is equal to sum of x bar suffix 12. We will get it, x suffix 12. Capital N into mean, N1 into mean plus N2 into mean divided by capital N1 plus N2. Apply the formula, you will get it. What you are getting? See this. See, when you know the basic things about how to calculate the average things or the mean things, and when these different combined sets of average, see, we have the male workers and female workers. Separately, they have given, right? The mean value, the mean values. They're combined also, we can get it by using the formula. These are all different ways of applying the things. Say illustration 7.5. Find the correct mean corresponding to the correct score. See this, you will understand that. Incorrect value. These are the formulas that you need to by heart. See, even though the concepts are, I told you in the beginning that you need to okay. Okay, see, these are the different ways to apply what you have learned and this. And there are some merits and demerits are there, easy to calculate this. Okay, then we have weighted arithmetic mean. Weighted arithmetic mean, if you say this weighted arithmetic mean, here is a formula. Let us try to understand what is weighted arithmetic. In a simple arithmetic mean, all the terms in the series are given equal importance, but it may not be true in all the series. For example, in a college, consistence of different categories of employees like professors, lecturers, office staff are there. All employees cannot be treated equally. They should be differentiated and assign the weights according to their designation or importance. The mean so calculated is called the weighted arithmetic mean. Now you got it? What is weighted arithmetic mean means? Say, I told you that in our class there are 7 people. I am taking the marks. But if I am taking the salary, I cannot tell that salary, let us say professors are there, assistant professors are there, lab assistants are there, etc. Cannot tell what is the average salary that college is paying for their employees. I cannot tell that. For that reason, the weights we need to take. So this is the example, the sum. The weighted arithmetic mean is equal to sum of Wx divided by sum of W, where x is a variable, where W is assigned weight, and x of is W is a weighted arithmetic mean. Now here is the calculate the simple arithmetic mean, weighted arithmetic mean for the following. Simple arithmetic mean, we know that sum of x divided by n, you will get this. Weighted arithmetic mean, see this. See the second line. Sum of Wx divided by sum of W. Here it is 1200. Wx, W into x, variable into 80. Wx we are getting sum of W divided by sum of W. Again, we need to take the weights. 1200 divided by 4. This is the thing. Right? So it shows the weighted arithmetic mean, reveals the accurate figure. Okay. This is the self-assessment questionnaire. Next one, median. I think we can continue in the next class. Okay, let's see the median. Median is the value of the middle item of a series arranged in ascending or the descending order of magnitude. In a simple words, mid value. It is not like the average value, but it's a mid value. If you take, there are 5 values. The mid value is 3. We can directly tell that. If there are 6, how you will tell? Hello? Okay, I think, do you have next class immediately now?
Okay, sir.
Sir, do you have next class?
Yes, sir. We have to join another class.
Acha. Okay. Right then, we'll continue in the next week. Okay. As someone suggested, we will try to go with the important part, and we can't go each and everything, but next we will see that. Okay, bye. Have a nice day, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Sir, one submission, sir. Hello.